This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
So once again, good morning everyone. Last class we discussed Python related. So what is Python? Okay. So here we discussed the history of Python and how to install Python and what are the features of Python, and we discussed how to install Python. So today we are going to discuss. So just I will recap the print statements, and then today we'll discuss about the variables and what are the. So today we'll discuss how to execute Python programs, and then we'll discuss how to create variables under rules to declare the variables. Okay. Now, so in order to practice this one, as I said, go to command prompt after installation completed. Go to command prompt. Here you can see IDLE, Integrated Development Environment. You can click this one. Python prompt will be opened like this. So here it will be opened like this. Now, here we can write any single line statements we can write here. So consider I'm writing print welcome to.
Srinivas, sorry to interrupt. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not able to see your screen. Did you share it?
Guys, can you able to see others? Can you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Chandu, brother, can
Yes.
you please rejoin once? Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Srinivas, can you rejoin once?
Yeah.
Thank you. So here to declare anything. So here I explained the print statements. So this is similar to in the C language we have a printf, C, C++, cout and Java system.out.println, the same thing in the print statement. So here, as I told you yesterday, in the print we have to mention it can be a single quotes, it can be a double quotes. So if it is a single line statements, we can go for single quotes or double quotes. If you have a multi-line statements, we can go for triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Okay. Now here, if I want to have a multiple lines of statement, so here I'm writing like this. So here, once it is a triple single quotes, okay, you can write multiple lines. Okay. Srinivas is a trainer. Srinivas is from Hyderabad. So make sure after completion of this one, we have to close with again triple single quotes. That is one thing. And also make sure if you started with a single quotes, make sure ends with a single quotes. So whatever the statements you have written, okay. Welcome to PVR. So here, make sure if it is start with the double quotes, make sure it should be ends with the double quotes. Otherwise, it is going to throw an error. Let me show you that. Okay. Now take the same statement. I'm going to take this one as a single, and this one is the double. Now, if you try to see this one, it is going to throw error unmatched. Okay, string literal, unterminated string literal. So this one related we started, but it does not terminate it. So that's why it throws an error. So make sure if it is started with a single quotes, ends with a single quote, double quote, double quote. That is one thing. And if you have a string which you want to make any double quotes. For suppose in this one I want to make this one highlight, so then we can go for like this. Okay, welcome to PVR Cloud Tech. So here my intention is I want to make this one in the double quotes. So here this is single quotes is belongs to this. This is single quotes is belongs to this. Fine. Now I want to make this one into double quotes. So here we have to write like this. Okay, like this we have to write. So that is about the print statements related. Okay, so just I'm recapping the last session. Now, coming to today, I would like to discuss about the how to execute these Python programs. Here, I said a single line of statements you can write like this. Single line of statements, multi-line of statements like this. For suppose I have a set of print statements I want to execute. I have a set of print statements I want to execute. To do that, we can go to the file. Here you can create a new file. When you create a new file, a, a kind of text editor will be opened like this. Now, I want to save this file. You can save anywhere. Okay. So here I am writing. So go to, I'm having this one. So here I am going to create a folder, new folder, a day 2. So in this one, I'm saving this program. Okay. Welcome.py. Now I'm going to execute this one. So here I want to write a statement. It is a single line statement we can write for suppose Sunday. Okay. So if you see here, you can see star means it is not yet saved. So make sure you make sure we have to save this one. To save this one using here you can see save. You can click this one or you can use the shortcut Control S. Now I am using the shortcut Control S. It is saved. Then you won't see any star here. So here this document, okay, this bad notepad, so it may contain one line or multiple lines. For the time being, first I'm going to show with one line. Whatever you have written, it will be executed. Now here I am writing multiple lines. So I'm writing multiple lines, so it is not yet saved. So make sure we have to save. Control S is a shortcut to save this one, and then do run module. You can see here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So here what you have to understand is if you have a multiple lines of statements, then we have to create a file and you can execute that file. That is directly we can do in the IDLE. Now the same thing we can go for notepad also. So the execution, one way is we can use IDLE. Another one is we can use the notepad also. So now not only notepad, we can go for text editor. It can be anything. Can be anything. It can be notepad, wordpad, okay, sublime text, whatever. Here how to execute that one. So consider I am open the notepad. So guys, this is the notepad, and this one is a notepad plus plus, which I am using notepad plus plus. In this one we can open only one document, and here we can open multiple documents. So first I am going to show you here. Now here I am going to create a .py file, means I want to write a statements. Okay, this is Srinivas. Print. Srinivas is a trainer. So here what I am doing is I'm having a multiple statements. First I have to save the notepad. Okay, now details. So here I'm, if you do not provide anything, okay, by default it is a text one. By default it is a text one. Let it be with the details. Okay, so where you are saved this one in the desktop, you can go to here, and here you can see the file details. Just now I have saved this one. Now I want to execute these statements. So this file contains some statements. I want to execute this one. So what you have to do is go to command prompt, go to command prompt. So here we can execute that statements. So you can go for Python space file name, file path. So go to details, properties. What is the path of the file in this folder? In this one, I am having a details dot txt. Details dot txt. Python space. Now observe this one. So here also we can execute. Here, what I want to do is, whatever the statements you want to write, you can write in the file. This is not mandatory. It should be .py file. It can be any extension. So whatever the statements you have written inside, that statements will be executed. That statements will be executed. The same thing we can write like this also. So here, guys. So when you want to see the previous execution command, you can just click up arrow. In our keyboard, click up arrow, you can see this one. Instead of using Python, we can use like this also, py. So this will be executed. This also will be executed. Okay. Now, similar way, observe this one. Okay. So here, just now I created a file, welcome.txt file I created. When I open this one, when I open with IDLE, this is the one just now I created. Where I created the path in this one. Now take this path. This is the file path, right? This is the path. Now, if I am trying to execute this one, okay, in this one I am having a welcome.py file. I want to execute this one. Python space this one. Okay. Now, here it is going to throw an error. Why? Because in this case it is working fine. In this case it is working fine, but when I executed this one, it is going to throw an error. So here, guys, it should not contain any spaces. When it is having a spaces, so when you are writing this one, when you try to write this one, then it is going to consider this one is your file path. This is the file path, right? Similar way, here make sure should not contain any spaces. Okay, so this program will not be executed. This program will not be executed. So to modify this one, what I am doing is I want to remove the spaces here. Okay, right now this is the directories, right? So I'm going to change this one. So here, so okay, some files are opened, so it won't save. Do one thing. Okay, some files are already opened. Welcome.py. Okay, so that's why it is not saved. Okay, do one thing. What I am doing is whatever this folder, right? Okay, do one thing. So the file, the same file, okay, I'm copy and I'm keeping it in the desktop. I'm keep it in replacing in the desktop. Now I want to try this one. So this is the path. This is the path. Properties. So here Python space welcome.py. It is executed. So here what you have to understand is, remember this point, guys. When you are executing anything here, when you are executing anything here, it should not contain any spaces. Right now this is having a spaces, here it is doesn't have any spaces. Remember this one, guys. Okay, that is one thing. Come to, so this is the way we can execute, guys. Here I shown you this file. It can be notepad file or it can be notepad plus plus, anything, any text file it is going to execute. Okay, it is going to execute. That is one thing. Now now observe this one. I'm having a values like this: 10 plus 20, 30. Okay, 200 into 300, 60,000. For suppose I am having a values like this, plus this one. Okay, now the same values I want to do multiplication. The same values I want to do multiplications. What I have to do? Again I have to type, right? So whatever the values you have mentioned, okay, we are going to do like this: into 324, 323, 2423. So like this manually we can do. Okay, so instead of, if you want to use the value again and again, I'm repeating. So I declared two values. Okay, I want to sum up those two values. Now the same two values, if I want to reuse again, I have to type entire thing. So instead of that, what I'm doing is, these two values I can assign to the variables. Consider a equal to this one, b equal to this one. Now if I want to do sum, a plus b. If I want to multiplication, a into b. Like this, if I want to reuse the value again and again, instead of declaring the value again and again, we can declare this one to the variable. We can declare this one to the variable. So here, next time I can use this one. Okay, so when you declare a variable, some space is allocated, and the value we can assign to the variable whenever the value is required. Instead of using the value, we can use the variable. We can use the variable. Similar way, consider a equal to 10, b equal to 20. So for these values, I can do sum, I can do multiplication. Okay, I can do subtraction. So here, though, once you declared a value to a variable, we can reuse the value. These variables we can use multiple times. The values we can reuse. Okay, example, consider I'm having a print statements like this. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. Okay, so whatever we declared, guys, this one also I want to save. We can save this one also. So here, go to this folder, day 2. Okay, day 2, day 2. Okay, now, so here, now what I am doing is, consider I'm having a variable name equal to Ravi. This one, guys. Here, if you have any characters as a value, make sure we have to use a single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quotes we can use, because this is a string type. So what is a string, in next class I will tell you. For the time being, what you have to understand is, if you are having any value in character, then you can use the comma. Now for suppose I am writing, I can write person name is Ravi. So here, this is the print statement. Whatever you have written, as it is will be printed. As it is will be printed. Okay. Now the same thing, I'm going to take multiple lines of program. So go to here, go to new file. Here I'm writing person name is Ravi. Okay. Okay. Ravi is a manager. Print. Ravi is from Hyderabad. Print. Ravi is working in Accenture. For suppose I am having a set of statements like this. Now to execute this one, I have to save this one. So here I am going to save in this folder. So here I'm saving this one as okay variables underscore one dot py. Let it be. Now if you execute this one, as those are all print statements, it is going to execute directly. Now if you observe, I am repeated. So the same value I am using again and again. Same value I am using again and again. So here what I am doing is the same thing I am going to declare like this. So let me open the new file. So here what I am doing is whatever the statements I have. So in this one what I am doing is instead of using the value again and again, I am declaring the variable Ravi. Now here I am writing like this name comma. Now, what is the name? Ravi. Okay. Now the statements will be Ravi is manager. Ravi is from Hyderabad. Ravi is working in Accenture. Okay. Now observe here. Now go to run module. So here you can see. You can see here. Okay. Now here I am writing anything, guys. So here something I'm have eternal name. So instead of writing this one, okay, so just I declare a variable, I can use the variable here. Is a manager, is working from Hyderabad, is from Hyderabad, this one. Okay. Now last class I told you we have to write a self introduction. Okay. So last class I told you I have given the assignment last class. Okay. Self introduction print statements I have given. Print statements. Now, similar way, the same self-introduction using variables. Self-introduction using variables. Okay. Now, so now I'm going to create a one more file. Okay. Now I'm going to create a one more file. So here I'm declaring multiple variables. Okay. Name equal to Ravi. Age equal to 23. Okay. So do one thing. Let me tell you like this. Let me tell you like this. I'm going to write a print statement like this. Person name is Ravi and age is 23. Okay. So here I want to save this one. I have written the print statement. Okay. So as you know, whatever you have written in the print statement, as it is will be executed. So go to run module. This will be executed. Now, for suppose the same thing I want to change the different person and different person I want to change. Then again you have to go to the print statement. For suppose here consider print Ravi is from Hyderabad. Okay. Print working in Accenture. Okay. So as it is the statements will be executed. As it is the statement will be executed. Now for suppose I want to change the value Ravi to other. I want to change the value from Ravi to Rahul. Then what we have to do? we have to modify this print statement, we have to modify this print statement, we have to modify this print statement. I am repeating. My requirement is I want to change the value Ravi to the Rahul. Ravi to Rahul. So here I have to modify this statement. I have to modify this statement. I have to modify. For suppose I have 100 statements. 100 times I have to modify. 100 times I have to modify. Instead of that, what I am doing is at the time of declaring, I am going to declare a variable name equal to Ravi. Okay. Now, wherever it is required, so here I'm writing double quotes, comma, variable, comma, double quotes. So here what happened is person name is as per this one, what is the value? Ravi, and age is 23. Fine. So here Ravi is from Hyderabad. So here instead of using the value, I can use the variable. I can use the variable. So here also instead of using the value, I can use the variable. I can use the variable. Okay. Guys, in other languages like C, we have to end with a semicolon and all, but here not required. Now, if you observe here, the statements is working or not. Run module. The person name is Ravi and age is 23. Now, like this, for suppose I have 100 statements. If I declared like this, now if someone want to make a modification Ravi to Rahul, so here simply I can change here. Simply I can change here, everything will be reflected because this is the value we assigned. Entire statements I used the variable, entire statements I used the variable so that whenever required, instead of touching all, just simply I can modify the variable so it is going to reflect everywhere. Now observe this one, Rahul, Rahul, Rahul. Guys, up to now clear or not? Clear, right? So what you have to understand is whenever you want to use the value, instead of that declare a variable, use the variable so that next time if you want to modify, you can simply change the value of the variable. Okay. Now, next. So this is the declaring the variable and the usage of the variable. Now here what I am doing is, okay, so this you are clear. I'm going to take a new file. So here I am writing, okay, person name equal to Ravi, person age equal to 23. Okay. Now I want output like this. Person name is Ravi and age is 23. So here I am writing person name is, because this one I want to as it is. So whatever the name you are going to provide, you have to declare that one. So here whatever you have written as it is, this one, and age is 23. 23 is also value, right? So here I can declare this variable here. I can declare this variable here. Now I want to save this one, control S. Here I'm going to save this one here. Okay. Now observe here, run module. Person name is Ravi and age is 23. You can see here. So here what you have to understand is, if you have a variables, if you want to use inside a print statements, you can do like this. You can do like this. Now, so my requirement is, okay, so I'm having a details like account ID equal to 101, account name. So one more thing, guys. One more thing. Let me tell you one more thing, guys. Here I have written like this. You can write anything, guys. Okay, here you can write your name, my name also. You can write anything, but whatever you have written, make sure you have to use this one here. I'm repeating. So whatever you have written here. So if you want to use the value, what is the variable name? This variable we have to use. Now, So here I am having a account ID equal to 101, account name equal to, okay, Rahul, and location equal to, location equal to, okay, Delhi. Now I want output account ID colon 101, account name colon Rahul, account location, okay, Delhi. Now here I want output like this, means you have to write a program here. You have to declare a variable, you have to write a statements here. You have to write a statements here such a way that when I execute that statements, the output will be like this. Output will be like this. As per the output, you can see these are all the values which are assigned to this one. Now I am using the print statement like this. Print account ID colon comma this one. So wherever the value required, so the value is assigned to the variable, you can use that one. So in the print statement, you can write like this. So here, as per this one, as per the output, you want this one. So which is this one, you can keep it here. You can keep it here. Now, location. So here I want output like this, right? Okay. Now you can declare this one here. Now I want to execute this one, whether the output is expected or not. So whatever the see, as per the output, I want this one. Okay. So I have declared in the print statement. In the print statement, whatever you have written as it is will be printed. Later, I have declared a variable. Okay, sorry, I used the variable. For this variable, what is the value? This is assigned to this variable. This variable I can use here. This variable I can use here. Okay. Now I want to execute this one. So I want to save this program. Okay. Now execute this. Run module. Account. So this is my output is expected output, right? The output is expected output, right? Okay. This way we can declare a variables, assign the values, use those values in the print statement. Now take one assignment, guys. So this you can execute. Self introduction using variables. So my requirement is, okay, student ID equal to 101. Okay, not student. Take an ID equal to 101. Name equal to Raj. Name equal to Raj. And gender equal to male. And location equal to Hyderabad. Hyderabad. So you can declare a variables like this. Now I want output. I want output like this. Okay. Student ID colon 101. Name colon Raj. Okay. Next gender colon male and location colon Hyderabad. Okay. I want output like this, along with I want to know, when I execute the program, okay, I want a statement like this. Below are student details. Okay. Below are student details. So to execute this one, we have to write a print statement. So in this example, I'm going to write a print statement like this. Print below are account details. As this is the print statement, whatever you have written will be executed, right? Will be executed, right? You can see here. You can execute here. Similar way, I want to print a statement. So here what you have to do is, you have to write a program. Create a program, declare these variables, and here you have to mention the print statements. You have to write a print statements here. So when you write a print statement, when you execute this program, the output should be like this. So here, when you write a program, okay, so when you execute this program, the output should be like this. Take this one as an example and take this one assignment, guys. And one more thing is, okay, now the same details I have. I'm having a same details now. So consider this is a one more program you have to write. Now here, when I execute the program, I want output like this. Person ID is 101, comma, name is Raj, comma, gender is male, and location is Hyderabad. So here I have to write a print statement. Here I have to write a print statement. When I execute this one, I want output like this. So for this, what you have to do? So we have to write like this: print of person ID is, comma, ID, and name is, comma, a name. So like this, we have to write a statement. Just I have given the hint. You can try this one. So you have to write a print statement. So declare a variables, write a print statement. When you execute this one, I want output like this. This is my one more requirement. Okay. So this is the way we can declare the variable, use the variable in the print statements. Let me save this one. Now, now, next one what you have to understand is, this is the programs I have created. Let it be. Guys, even this one also I'm going to show, I will share you. Okay. Now, just now I told you we can assign a value to a variable. Consider a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Okay. So here in the single statement, we can write multiple variables we can declare. Consider a comma b equal to 100 comma 200. Then what is a value? What is b value? So here, when you are declare a variable, whatever the latest one it is going to take, consider I equal to 11. I equal to, now I equal to 11. When I check I value 5 11. Now I equal to 12. Now when you check I value, it is 12. So here what you have to understand is, when you are using the variables, whatever the latest one it is going to take. Now observe this. Okay, consider a equal to 100, b equal to 200, c equal to a plus b. Print sum is c. Now you can see run module. Sum is 300. Fine. Now if you observe here, I'm going to declare one more variable a again. I declare a variable a again. Now what is the value? What is the value? 1200. So when you declare a variable again and again, whatever the latest one it is going to take, remember this one, guys. Okay, that is one point. And another one is, now consider I can declare multiple variables at a time. I comma j equal to 100 comma 200. Now I value, j value 100 200. A comma b comma c equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5. A value, b value, c value. Okay. ID comma name equal to 101 comma Srinivas. Two values I declared. What is ID value? Name value. So make sure both sides number of variables and number of values should be same. Both sides number of variables and number of values should be same. Consider here a comma b comma c equal to 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. Left side I am having two values, right side I am having three values. Now observe the output, guys. Not enough values to unpack. Expected 3 but got 2. So here make sure left side whatever the number of variables you declared, those many values should be there in the right side as well. Okay. Now observe this one. The same thing, a comma b comma c equal to, okay, a comma b equal to 100 comma 200 comma 300. Now left side I'm having two values but right side I'm having three values. See the output. Too many values to unpack. Expected 2. Left side I declared with 2. Make sure right side we should have 2 only, but you are having 3, so it is going to throw an error. Too many values to unpack. Okay, so that is one thing. So here what you have to understand is, so we can declare a variables, multiple variables at a time. That is one thing we have to understand. Consider here a equal to 10, b equal to 20. A comma b equal to b comma a. Okay, do one thing. Okay, let me tell you like this. ID comma name equal to 101 comma Ravi. So here this first one is assigned to this first one, the second one is assigned to this one. Now ID value, name value. So remember, this first one is assigned to this, the second one is assigned to this one. Okay, now you tell me a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Okay, a comma b equal to b comma a. So here what happened is, whatever the b value I assigned to a, whatever the a value I assigned to b. Now what is a value, what is b value? So in the interview people will ask you this question. I want to swap two variable values. Want to swap means just interchange. I want to swapping two values. So people will ask this one in the interview. So a comma b equal to b comma a, so that b value is assigned to a value is assigned to b, so that 20 and 10. Okay, so up to now anybody any questions? Nothing. Fine. So one more topic I would like to discuss. So far I said we are having a variable. Okay, these are all the names of the variables. To you to declare these names, there are some predefined rules are there. Variable declaration rules. Variable name, variable. Okay, so the name of the variable should start with small letters A to Z or capital letters A to Z. Okay, or underscore. You should not start with any digits, any special characters like that. Variable name, okay, those are all, if you see here, those are all characters, right? It should start with small letters or capital letters or underscore only. Let me show you this one. Consider, okay, name equal to Raj, okay, 123 name equal to Krish. So here in this case, as you declare a variable, I can access. As you declare a variable, I can access name. Okay. Now the same thing, 123 name equal to, okay, Krish. Syntax error, invalid decimal. So it should not contain digits. Means only alphabets, capital letters or small letters or underscore also it can access. Okay. Underscore price equal to 200. Now what is the price value? 200. So underscore is also can allow this one. So that is one rule. In the interview, people will ask this question, guys, what are the rules to declare a variables? And one more thing is, variable name should not contain special characters like this. Like this. So the special character should not contain variable name. Observe here. Name equal to Krish. The name value correct. N underscore ME equal to. Okay. You can see here this underscore, sorry, at the rate. So this is the special character. It should not contain the variable name. Okay. So when you are declaring a variables, should not contain the special characters. So that is one more thing. And here one more thing is, okay, guys, please make self mute. Is one more thing is, variable names should not be a keyword. What is a keyword? Observe here. Go to help. Keywords. So Python programming language related, these are all the predefined keywords because those are all intended for a particular purpose. Now, when you are declaring a variables, you should not create this one. It should not make this one as a variable name. So here I'm going to exit from the prompt. Okay. Control Z. Okay. So here I have a I'm having consider any for loop for we have. Okay, you can take anything. You can take anything. For suppose here for equal to Rahul. Syntax error. This the sentences are correct only, but these are already used for another purpose. So we should not use those things as a variable names. Okay, that is one more rule. And here one more thing is, variables are case sensitive. Case sensitive. Case sensitive. For suppose consider here. Okay. Product name equal to mobile. Now I am writing a statement. Product name is. So you can declare product name. So here it is not required. So that is my mistake. I'm writing a print statement again. Product name is. Product name is mobile. Now the same thing, if I have written like this, okay, so here actually I declared with a small letter, but I'm trying to use the capital letter. Now see the output. It is not defined. When you get any error like this, remember this one, when you get any error like this, you are using this one but you did not declare. So I declared with a small letter, but I'm trying to use the capital letter. That is the mistake. So it is giving the suggestion, do you mean this one? Okay, so it is a case sensitive. The way you declared a variable, small case or uppercase, you should use the same thing only. You should use the same thing only. Okay, so these are all the declaration rules. So it should not contain any special characters and should start with alphabets, okay, small letters or capital letters or underscore only, and it should not be a keyword. So programming language related, there are already some predefined keywords are there. The variable name should not be there, and it is a case sensitive. So the way you declare the variable, make sure use the same thing only. Okay, that is one thing. And here guys, so when you declaring a variables, use as simple as possible. For suppose observe here, customer name equal to Robert. Okay, now the same thing I can write like this also. The same thing I can write like this also. The same thing I can write like this also. Guys, everywhere it is same. It is going to declare. So when you observe among all, here how many letters are there? Here how many letters are there? So if you declare like this, it can be customer name or it can be customer number, we are not able to understand. So when you do like this, people can understand immediately. So when you are using the variables, okay, so it makes sense to make it like this. So if you do like this, it will be difficult. Of course, it is also way to declare a variable, but try to make it use as simple as possible. As simple as possible. Okay. So this is all about the variables related. Okay. This is all about the variables related. So today we discussed, okay, let me save this one. So as I said, print statement, single quotes, double quotes, triple single quotes, and triple double quotes we can declare. Okay, and variables related, multiple variables we can declare. Okay, so here make sure left side, right side, both number of variables and the values should be same. Okay, so and these are also rules for declaring the variables. Okay, and this is the assignments I have given guys today. Take this one and this one, try to implement these things. Okay, so any other doubts, anybody? Guys, as we are in the beginning, okay, if I take multiple topics, it will be difficult to you. First let's hands on in the programming related. So if you are not, if you are facing any issues with installation related, you can message me in WhatsApp. I will connect one to one. Sorry, 93460607994. Okay, so installation related and whatever the assignments related, guys, after practicing these things, send me an email. Okay, send me an email guys with a screenshot. pythoncoding.in. Okay, you can send me an email so I can check that one. That is one thing. And who are all interested guys, share message me in WhatsApp. Okay, so share your email ID for drive access. Share your email ID, drive access, so message to this one, WhatsApp message. Okay, do this one, guys. And whenever you are practicing, guys, make sure you have to maintain an organized way like this. So now I am going to, if you observe here, I'm going to maintain the demo sessions related, Python related. Day one, whatever we discussed. Day two, whatever we discussed. Like this, maintain the standard folders, guys. Even when you are practicing, when you are writing the notebook, okay, maintain the standard folders or any documents like this, so that after 1 year, if you want to recap, it should be easy to you. So don't put everything into one blind folder like that. So make it an organized way, such a way that after 2 years, if you open the folder, so you should understand that one, guys. So make an organized manner. Okay. And guys, some people are easy to understand, some people. So in the live sessions, okay, live sessions you will understand only 50%, guys. As I told you, when you go for recording sessions, then you will understand 80%. When you do practice, then only you will understand 100%, guys. Okay. Some people may are able to understand because they might be already having the programming background, so they can easily correlate it and they can compare. But remaining people, guys, so normal people, 1 hour, for you it will take 2 hours. So try to spend some time practical related. Okay. So anybody, guys, any doubts? And guys, those who would like to complete parallelly, okay, so Python and SQL you can join regular sessions. Those who are already having basics of these things, Azure related, parallelly you can join, and morning and evening sessions also available. Okay, I'm repeating for you, 10 to 11. Okay, 10 to 11:30 or 11 or 11:30, guys. For your case, as I told you, first Python, SQL, data warehousing concepts, then data engineering will start, then reporting. Okay, the same time as it is. So for working people, or if you want to complete parallelly, guys, so evening time or morning time. So I am having a Azure related portion, so you can join that one as well. Okay. So this is for today, guys. Okay. Any doubts, anybody? Thank you. So tomorrow also you can join the same link, and the drive access will be provided. So share your email ID. So guys, as I told you, I will upload here. So for suppose this is the one. So after session completed, every day you can see here. You can see. Okay, this is my previous one. Guys, please make self mute. Yes, this is for today. Thank you.